Okay, wonderful people, you are welcome. Welcome. I know tonight is the night that a lot of you have been waiting for, and I want to welcome you to this live broadcast with Taiwo Balogun and my guest. I know a lot of you knows him, and shortly, I will be bringing him up on this show. But however, I don't want you to enjoy this show alone. Yes, tonight we are not praying. Whenever people see me on social media, they used to think this prayer investment man has come again. But however, tonight we are not praying tonight. Tonight is for business. So, and tonight with me that will be talking about business or entrepreneurship is Mr. Solomon James. So join me in welcoming Mr. Solomon James. Good evening, Mr. Solomon.
Wow, good evening, Chaplain Taiwo Balogun. It's a pleasure. Good to be here.
You're welcome. I'm glad connecting with you tonight. And it's been a long time. I think we've known each other for over a decade now.
Yeah, but way back the days of Success Digest
Yeah,
and
awesome.
all the various empowerment training through
Wow.
the Ojobas.
Awesome. That is awesome. So I am glad that we are having you here tonight. And today, viewers, I don't want you to enjoy this alone. And that is why I said you should please share this video, invite your family members, let your friends know that something is happening tonight. And tonight, you see, we are in a season or in a time where you just have to develop something. And tonight with me, I have the CEO of Personal Development Solutions. He is in person of Mr. Solomon James. In fact, for some of you or those of you that have been following his post on social media, you understand how consistency he has been with his messages. And that is why I deem it fit to bring him up tonight to share some opportunities with us and also share with us the entrepreneurial mindset that we need to have in a season like this. I mean, during and post COVID-19. So we all know that life will become normal, but it's going to be new normal now. So join me in welcoming this wonderful and great man of honor to the digital podium. Mr. Solomon, you have the digital podium now.
All right. Thank you so very much again. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm tilted towards one, and let me look for my center. Okay, good.
Okay.
Center of gravity here. It's a pleasure. I've been following what Chaplain TB has been doing, and you've been doing so much. Again, thank you for all the value you add in the space. People do not know that these things mean a lot to thousands of people watching you week in, week out. And whether you prayed on this show or not, like you said, people don't want the prayer investment. Uh, you can't take God out of the equation. So absolutely, even when you finish your national anthem, we still say, "So help us God." Amen. So we need God to be able to take it to the next level. But again, you are one person that has been very consistent. Thank you, God brought my way, and with those days of starting from the forex trading and all those things like that, following. It's been a long journey. Wow. But again, it is not one that just happened overnight. So the Taiwo Balogun we see today is not an overnight success. He has a story, and we all have a story, which is, again, we've connected for over a decade. So guys, if you are listening to this, I want to take you behind the scene of some of the things that have happened, how we have stayed true, because at a particular times, like, everybody's voice is high, the next time you don't hear some persons again. Some has fizzled out because truth be told, this is a jungle. And sure, you really need to position yourself. If you want to come out of this jungle alive, okay? The entrepreneurial world is a jungle. I made a short post before we came on. here that with the current happening in the economy, a lot of entrepreneurial wannabes are increasing. The numbers are increasing. Just make a post and say, I can show you how to make five naira a day. I call them entrepreneur. A lot of people are interested. They say, show me. They are entrepreneur. But when push comes to shove, you see the fallout. So they don't have the mindset. They don't know what has made a Taiwo Balogun tick, consistent and staying put. So that's part of the discourse that we'll be having this night. Sab, kindly give me a host, okay, so that I can share something.
Okay, you want to share your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
It's okay. Okay. Right. So let me take it here. Okay. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, guys. So what we'll be discussing is developing the mindset of an entrepreneur. Because again, like I said, times have changed, things have changed. We see people probably with not just the pandemic, pre-pandemic or pre-COVID, post-COVID, a lot of people are losing their job. The economy is shaky. Things are not steady. And some persons are wondering, what else can I do? So they just find out, okay, there is something called entrepreneurship. I can just jump into it. 30 years in the banking sector or 30 years being an engineer does not still qualify you to be an entrepreneur. There is a mindset for it, which again will keep expanding as you go through the process. So this is part of the thing we'll be discussing here, because what are the options? The options are not many. And I don't know, if you are also, basically I should understand that, you should know that people are increasing. People are sending their children to school to get a job, to read courses that the job will no longer be existing by the time they come out from school. So the options are not many, which is why again it's increasing people jumping into entrepreneurship. This picture was taken somewhere in Ikeja, okay,
what?
A couple of years ago. Yeah, this was Ikeja. A couple of years ago. The number of people coming out looking for options, looking for something to do. I want to believe we've not forgotten one of the what was it? Was it the immigration one that had thousands of people stadiums around the country? The numbers are not reducing, because we can tell you for a truth that the economy has not improved as it should be. So truly, people are looking for options, and it seems as if entrepreneurship becomes what people want to get into. Now, there is a rise of the entrepreneurs right now, and there's no doubt about it. Truly, people are looking for that option that will take them out from probably where they are to do some other thing. Because you can see what Taiwo Balogun is doing. It looks easy. Yeah, it is easy. But you've got to know the process, which is some. And I extracted this from the dictionary, asking what's entrepreneurship, who is an entrepreneur, and these were key words for me. That an entrepreneur is someone who organizes a business venture and assumes the risk of it. Keyword, assumes the risk of it. I want to emphasize that, because we have a body generation that do not want to take risks. So people are just looking for where to put money and say, I hope I'm not going to do anything.
Absolutely.
I hope I'll not do anything. So you find that's a mindset. That mindset cannot work in the entrepreneurial world where people are jumping in. So someone who organizes a business venture and assumes the risk of it. Also defined as someone who organizes, manages, and assumes the risk of a business enterprise. Also defined as someone who assumes the financial risk of the initiation, operation, and management of a business. Now, Many people might know the few things you are doing, but many people might not know the many that did not work.
Sure.
Many may not know the loss. Many might not understand the risk. Many might not understand the long nights you have put in to make those things work. People just see the daylight, but they do not understand the many sleepless nights.
Absolutely.
Which sometimes also, if you marry a spouse or you have a partner who does not have that mindset, when you stay at night, it causes problem. Because therefore, why are you staying awake at night?
Yeah.
That's why we are getting this definition of. Because listen, you cannot sleep the normal way until that plane is up in the sky. Okay, so an entrepreneur is a person who takes his or her dream, harnesses his passion, and takes action to make it happen. We've addressed the issue of risk. So you find in the last 3 definitions, a constant factor there was risk. So if you are risk averse, please don't come in. We are upfront here. And we are not trying to hype anything here. We are not trying to be your good books. We are just basically trying to tell you what the truth is. If you are risk averse, I don't want to take risks, so I don't want to do anything. God bless you. Okay? You must take action to make it happen. Because we see a lot of people with dreams. They want to be great entrepreneurs, but they don't put it into action to make it happen. An entrepreneur embraces their creativity, creative problem solving side, and they see potential to serve their community. With what Chaplain Taiwo is doing, he's serving the community. He's serving the community. Sometimes I check in and he's talking about agriculture. He's serving the community. He's talking about real estate. He's serving the community. You must have a community to serve. There are people who need something that you must be willing to serve. And take the key word there. It is not about making the money. It's about service. Because even Jesus will say that greatness to many starts with service. He that will serve will be the one that will sit with him. So why we see people in entrepreneurship, why the goal is money, they neglect service. They neglect service. So
service is the key.
That one of the guiding exactly, service is key. If you don't understand that service is critical in entrepreneurship, you will be frustrated. Because sometimes you keep serving and serving and serving, just like Joseph. You keep serving and serving and serving, and after a while, you are being spotted to come and head the distribution of the palliatives in the country. It was service that brought him there. Now, there is this script that I saw, and this changed my perspective. It was written by a guy they call Dale Alfange. And I'll read it. It's the Entrepreneurial Creed. And you can go Google it, laminate it, keep it where your eyes can see it every day, because this was set the milestone as you pursue entrepreneurship. Now, this is what it says. Number 1, he said, I do not choose to be a common man. It is my right to be uncommon if I can. I seek opportunity, not security. I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humbled and dull by having the state look after me. I want to take the calculated risk, to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed.
Wow.
I refuse to barter incentive for a dole. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence, the thrill of fulfillment to the still calm of utopia. I will not trade freedom for beneficence, nor my dignity for a handout.
Wow.
I will never cower before any master nor bend to any threat. It is my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to think and act for myself, enjoy the benefits of my creations, and to face the world boldly and say, this
I have done.
Guys, what you see here as a poem is loaded to guide your entrepreneurial journey. So
in fact, you need to emphasize that again, that people should print it and laminate it somewhere.
exactly. Jim Alfanga, you've got, just go look for this one, print it, laminate it, so that you can see it. But let me read it one more time so that you get, because we're going to break this down as we discuss. Now, he said, I do not choose to be a common person. It is my right to be uncommon if I can. I seek opportunity, not security. I do not wish to be a kept citizen who will look after me. I want to take the calculated risk to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. I refuse to barter incentive for a dole. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence, the thrill of fulfillment to the still calm of utopia. I will not trade my freedom for beneficence, nor my dignity for a handout. I will never cower before any earthly master, nor bend to any threat. It is my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to think and act for myself, to enjoy the benefits of my creation, and to face the world boldly and say, this, with God's help, I have done. All this is what it means to be an entrepreneur, guys. So, let's take it one after the other. Lessons we can take from that. If you want to be an entrepreneur, number one, dare to be different. You must dare to be different, dare to be different. Common people are a dime and a dozen. We see them everywhere. By being different, you stand out. You are not just being different to a few of your friends. You are different on a whole scale. Now, you can't speak like me. You can't speak like Chaplain TB. What he's doing is unique. His style, his pattern is unique. He has chosen to be different. So number one, you must choose to be different. Now, some of us at first, probably, I think the sector or the setup of life has been such that we should not be different, because we are told, go to school, get a good grade, get a good job. It's a pattern. Now, if we were to ask Chaplain Taiwo right now, choosing to pursue entrepreneurship to be different didn't come easy. The oppositions, the fears, the doubts, I hope you are right, go and get a good job. Sometimes when you started, some people tell you, I beg, go and get a good job, Jerry. So, because you choose to be different. Now, sometimes, it's difficult for us to even have a title, because you don't even know which title to give yourself. But, if somebody come and say, well, what are you doing? The person says, I'm a banker. It looks as an exalted title. And when they ask, TB, what do you do? Say, well, I'm trying to build a business. I said, go and get a life, get something new. Guys, you may not understand. If you cannot scale being different, that people might misjudge you, misjudge your intent, misjudge your pursuit, but you choose to stay focused, you will not thrive in the entrepreneurial journey. So key number one here, dare to be different. Dare to be different. With this, we can go on explaining this, and we can take another 1 hour, but just to save time and so that you understand that on your entrepreneurial pursuit, you must dare to be different. Now, again, coming back to the entrepreneurial creed, he said, I do not choose to be a common person. Everybody said, all of us, we Nigeria, poor people like us, common people like us. Well, I am not a common person. The only common that I'm associated with is the Commonwealth of Israel. Is the Commonwealth of God. Other than that, I am not a common person. I am not a common person. Listen, you go through my Facebook profile, you don't see me make any complaint. I rarely rant, because it's an energy, it's a negative energy to suck you into the system. Listen, choose to be different. I am not a common person. You may not understand what I'm doing right now. I am not a common person. It is my right to be uncommon if I can. What Chaplain Taiwo has been doing is to show you a platform for you to become uncommon. And you can. Because once it has been tested, you can be guided to becoming an uncommon person. I choose not to be a common person. That was the beginning of my journey. Mind you, now I'm an only son. I went to school, I read mineral resources engineering. I went back to school, I read petroleum engineering. I went back to school, I read industrial chemistry. and I came out to dump all of that to pursue entrepreneurship as an only son, do you think they understood my madness? If your why is not big enough,
how were you treated when you decided that you are going into business? It's another story. Okay, right on.
You know the interesting thing there. If you already have parents who are entrepreneurs, it is easy for you to follow that line without. In fact, you get more guide. Sure. But when you have parents like they are not educated as it were, but they are doing their best just to keep you going, and for them, they've had, if you enter the oil industry, the family line will change, the entire village will change. Then suddenly you want to opt out from a line. How do you explain that to them?
Wow.
But so they keep telling you, go and get a good job. Go and get a good job. But like I said, it takes you deciding to be uncommon. Because today the oil industry itself is shrinking.
Absolutely.
People in the oil industry are. So what are we talking about? Okay. And I will get back to you on why I made that shift, because I remember sometime in 2004, I was in Abuja. I went to attend one of our oil conferences. It was called what was it called? AAPG, we call it American Association of Petroleum Geologists. The Nigerian version was National Association of Petroleum Explorationists, and I was a member. And we went to Abuja for this conference, and the vice president or so of the global body in America came in. This was 16 years ago. And why then in Abuja, he said, you know what, that if they already foresee that the oil industry is going to have crisis, is going to be shrinking, and every year more petroleum related people are coming in. In fact, you can walk into the petroleum sector right now, you will see over 80% of people that read nothing concerning petroleum. They just have connection to the power and to the right people who send them there. So when he said that, it caught my attention. I said, guys, you've got to change. You've got to begin to plan ahead. So that became part of my journey. So let's get back to this. Okay. I do not choose to be a common person. Yeah. It is my right to be uncommon if I can. If you can say that to yourself, just as we're on this call, please say it with me. I do not choose to be a common person.
I do not choose
to be a common
right
to be uncommon if I can. Okay, so that's one. Number two, seek opportunity and not security.
Say that again, sir.
Seek opportunity, not security. Seek opportunity, not security. There, again, like I said, our upgrading was such that they tell you go to school, get a good grade, so that you can get a good secured job. Guys, I want to ask you: do you think we have secured jobs right now?
Not at all.
Okay, so that was because it was the focus. It is what you begin to pursue. The focus was on security, not opportunity. So which is why when you tell people, in fact, I went somewhere, that was about 2-3 years ago. It was a meet and greet event in Port Harcourt. A friend of mine had invited me in, and people were introducing themselves. So they said, what do you do? I said, I'm an opportunity seeker. Now, it looks funny. I said, I'm an opportunity seeker. Is there an opportunity here in the room? Because basically, that is what an entrepreneur is. You are an opportunity seeker.
Yes.
Now, you see, the more you seek security, the less of it you will have. The more you seek opportunity, the more likely it will be that you will achieve the security that you desire. Brain Tracy. Now, you see, there's a scripture that caught my attention. That's Hebrews chapter 2, verse 15. And I so that we don't open our Bible, but I wrote it out here. He said, and deliver those who through the fear of death have been kept captive all their lives. Those who through the fear of death have been kept. If I leave this job now, if I leave this part, they say I should go now. People are held captive. And God's word said, deliver those who through the fear of death have been held captive. For some of us, there is a call to entrepreneurship, but the fear is overwhelming the possibilities.
Absolutely.
Deliver those who through the... So what is holding you back? What? What this means to me is that the fear of death makes people live some standard lives. Because when you are supposed to be here, but because you prefer the title, and I basically said to people that the bigger your ego, the smaller your paycheck. Because sometimes when you start the entrepreneurial journey, there is no title.
Absolutely.
People want the clock of title. Entrepreneurship does not have title, guys. So it makes you live substandard life because you don't want to come out of your fear. Can you wrap your mind about that? That merely by fearing death, which is the loss of life, we live the few years we spend on earth not fully living. Our fear of lack, misfortune, failure, they make us pursue security. So, no man knows tomorrow. Do you know? The one you are doing, do you know? So people stay in their rut rather than pursuing the best that life could offer. Now, I know many people who are slaving it away at jobs clearly not their passion. Just because they want to make ends meet. Is their life worth living? Wrong priorities, wrong pursuits until they die. Now, I want to believe that there's a segment of our human brain that are not accessible until you lose your fear for security. You begin to find yourself being driven to pursue your passion. Necessity is truly the mother of invention. Now, this leads us back again to our entrepreneurial career, which is why I said you must laminate that quote and keep it somewhere. It says, I seek opportunity, not security. Your job is to seek opportunity. Every entrepreneur is still seeking opportunity. Okay? Don't stay in a closed circuit of security. You mind your possibilities. Number 3, take responsibility for your life. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you must take a responsibility for your life. Somebody says, my company will take care of me. Well, I don't think if your company will take care of you anymore, because those days it was much more like our parents go to work, and after 5 years or 10 years, they give them long service award. They give them work clock. Some of them, they got television sets. Now, I remember probably your dad got a wall clock. Then they'll tell me, go to school, face your school, you get a good job. One day you'll be rewarded. Then I look at the wall clock. If this is the reward, let's change the route. The government will pay me pension. I hope you know pensions don't exist anymore. As a matter of fact, sir, what we have right now is contributory pension scheme.
Yes.
So rather than paying you pension, you are the one contributing what you will get.
Yes. And after the contribution, some people will wake up tomorrow and squander it and abscond with the money.
It is already gone, sir. It is gone. It is gone. In fact, I hope you know the last few weeks that even the government is borrowing from the pension fund.
Wow.
It's exciting. So how do you work for 40 years to find out that by the time you came out, the funds are no longer there? I'll get retirement benefits, guys. I wish you good luck. All these hopes are being disappointed in some of the most structured economies. Now, in the US right now, you are hearing 30, 40 million people losing jobs. That's a structured place. We don't have statistics, because if we get the statistics for Nigeria, it will be depressing.
Absolutely.
So let us just leave it the way it is. It will be a good thing if we can all serve the state and have the state take care of us. But it has been proven that these systems are not sustainable. Man was not made to be taken care of. Man was made to be in charge. Go back to Genesis. Man was not made to be taken care of. Man was made to be in charge, to tend the earth, to have dominion, to be fruitful, to multiply, and take charge of the earth, does that look like civil service job?
Not at all.
A wise man leaves an inheritance for his children, not depending on the state and his children's children. This is what we are talking about here. Well, let's get back to our creed.
Okay.
I do not wish to be a kept citizen. Now, have you seen pictures of retirees? So frustrating. You see them haggard looking. Some of them are dying on the line, dying on the queue. You see veteran war soldiers abandoned. I have a high-ranking army officer who just came out and he said, I wasted my years in the military. It's a high rank. He said, I wasted my years. Now, he didn't want to go through the shortcut because, yes, there are shortcuts at your level. You can cut corners and make your money. But when you choose to want to build on true righteousness, guys, it takes a lot. So I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humbled and dulled by having the state look after me, which is why what you see, sir, is that when people retire, they now begin to ask, what can I do? You again, towards the tail end of your life, yes, the guy that started KFC might have been that lucky to start at almost 70 and break through before his death. You might not have that chance because the times are not much in our favor. Take responsibility for your life. We have many young people right now that are looking for people to take responsibility for it. The state owe me. They need to do this. They need to do that. Take responsibility. You made the mess, clean it up. Number 4, you must have a dream.
I have a dream.
If you want to really pursue entrepreneurship, the mindset that you carry is a mindset of a dreamer. Do you have a dream? Now, a life without a dream is a passionless life. Sir, you wake up do you know that you don't wake up because alarm woke you up? Your passion is driving you. Sometimes it's like our wives will sleep. They wake up, we are still on the system. They will turn, they wake up to go and eat themselves. They come back, you are still on the system. What are you? What is driving you?
At times, my wife pity me when she sees the way I knock down. God have mercy.
But you know what? Like the Bible will say, we are walking while it is day because the night is coming.
It's coming, yes.
When we will not do that work, which is why we are pursuing this. So a life without a dream is a passionless life. You must have a dream. Nature will be unfair to give one an appetite for a delicacy it has not prepared. So it's like suddenly you begin to think, I have a car. I need to buy a car. I need to buy maybe an SRV, SUV. I need to buy a range. Once that appetite begins to come, nature has prepared it for you.
Absolutely.
But sometimes where we are might not be able to fulfill that thing. It's a dream. Do you know that we grew up dreaming? Rainy season like this, I grew up in Ajegule and I'm Ajegule brought up.
Lagos, Ajegule, or the one
Lagos, Ajegule, Boundary Market. I sold nylon bags on the street of Boundary.
You don't look like it. I've done shoemaker
in there. I've done Baba, Uzo, Achakpo. I have... Oh my God.
God have mercy.
People don't understand. Have you entered the dustbin to scavenge for things? I have. I've done shoemaker. I've repaired wristwatches. But you know what? One of the things that drove us to all of this is growing up as children, especially like rainy season, like once the rain falls, we come out to play, we look for sand, we build castles with our leg. You put your leg, you do the sand, you form, then you now break bottle, you put it at the top to see, you partition it, 2-bedroom flat. Guys, do you know that as at that time, we were less than some of us 5, 6, some of us were 3 years old. As at that time, I'm sure for many of us listening, our parents were not living in flat. How come you came out as an under 5 and you were crafting a dream of an estate? You find out that we will take cars and begin to build cars as if we knew Nigerian roads would not be good because the tire of the cars were like Homer Jeep tires. These were dreams seeking for expressions.
Absolutely.
But right now, our dreams have been trapped, which is why I'll recommend the book, Caught Between a Dream and a Job. It's written by a guy called Delatoro McNeil II. I got to the book a couple of years ago. I would have given you the start of the book. Caught between a dream and a job. Because for many of us, we grew up with dream, but right now we are caught up with job. Our dreams are pointers to their own possibilities. And hear this. Dream big, dream tall, dream large. God does not charge tariffs on your dreams. You know, when you are making call, sometimes you are careful of the data, it will finish. It will soon run out. The tariffs are running. But on your dream, God does not charge tariffs on it. So you can dream as big as you want. Dare to be bold, dare to be courageous. Failure is a process, success is a journey. So what? Next. Don't fear failure. Success is characterized by the ability to move from one failure to the other without losing enthusiasm. Many people know how much we have succeeded. They do not know how much we have failed. Because when we fail, we don't shout. I don't know, sir, if some persons have come to you to complain, they lost 20,000 naira. And you are just, you are disturbing my head. 20,000 naira. By the time you give them a little brief of some of the things, they say, and you are still alive. We're not expecting you to die. You're still alive. Guys, don't fear failure, okay? But you must have a dream. Dream what you want to dream. Go where you want to go. Be what you want to be. Because you only have one life and one chance to do all the things you want to do. Now, I remember a song we used to sing 2 years. I'm not much of a singer, but I just remember a few lyrics. I mean, it was like, I have a dream.
Okay.
I want to sing. Yes. If you will wonder of the fairy tale, if you know the future, if you can, I believe in angels.
I have a dream.
See, I'm not finishing the song so that because I copyrighted the song, okay? Go and buy the original one. Do you have a dream? That's what we are talking about here. To be a true powered entrepreneur, it's your dream that keeps you up. It's your dream that wakes you up. Sometimes, even when you look as if you are strong, okay, you are still grinding. This is the mindset of an entrepreneur. If I beg, man, no rotten, this is not for you. If you are the one that is always looking for convenience, I can only do it when it's convenient. This may not be your path. That's the truth. Number 5, get rid of your entitlement mentality. Many people come into the entrepreneurial world with a sense of entitlement. Now you can see the lady with the placard. He said, a job is a right. Really? Fight to get one. Fight to keep one. Actually, why don't you fight for your dream? Why are you fighting for a job? Why don't you use the same energy? You know, like I said, my phone got stolen on Sunday, so I've been trying to retrieve it, but I went to get myself a new phone, and somebody dropped me a comment. I mean, very good thought. He said, "Why don't you try to track your old phone and get it back?" I said, the energy I will use to be tracking that phone, I can use it to make money in the next 24 hours to buy a new phone. Wow. Why put my energy to fight the old when the same energy can be used to build the new? Have you seen it? It's a mentality thing. It's the same thing.
Absolutely.
The same energy that I will put in fighting the old. I told him, I said, no, I don't have that time, because that energy in 24 hours, I can produce the money to buy a new, and that's what I did. It's about your mentality. So I had the word for value and scotch for entitlement. Have you noticed that every time you give value, sir, you feel happy? Absolutely. Sometimes you are not even, those days you got to speak. People don't even pay you, but you are glad for the opportunity to serve. You get home, you feel fulfilled.
Sure.
And rather the challenges of uncertainty, than and in life than 30 days make one cycle. People, after all, whether I work, I don't work, they'll pay me. That doesn't work. You see, when your salary is dependent on your coming alive with full zest every day, you cannot want to live lower than that. Not the 30-day cycle. Whether the master sells or not, the servant is secured. Right now, I hope you know things are changing. So I'll rather the adrenaline I get from reaching my goals. I'll rather the energy I get from meeting targets, from improving myself, from increasing myself, than aimless hope for an ideal society. They have not sent palliative my way. That's the mentality. Why can't you be the one also giving up palliative?
Yes, sir.
We've got to rejig our mentality if you want to be an entrepreneur. And let me get it out from the entrepreneurial creed here. He said, I refuse to barter incentive for a dole. It doesn't matter how much you are getting, listen, it is still a dole. It's like they bake a big bread and they cut one slice they give to you. I refuse to collect a slice of bread. I want the bakery. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence. The thrill of fulfillment to the stale calm of utopia. I don't find anybody trouble. Nobody find me trouble. I go to work. I come back. At the end of the day, they pay me my salary. Is that what you came here to do? Listen, do you know life becomes interesting when you don't even know what tomorrow will bring? You wake up with all your senses. Everything is up. Which is why you sharpen your eye. You know, on the street, they say shine your eye.
Yeah.
But if you are not an entrepreneur, you don't shine your eye because what you see does not make sense. You cannot interpret it. But for an entrepreneur who knows every conversation matters, everybody I meet matters, everybody I serve matters, everything I do, I need to do with excellence, then you have thrill of fulfillment every time you meet that goal.
Wow.
Get rid of that entitlement mentality. Yep. Wow. Because there are some persons that can come to meet you right now, sir, and they just to say, okay, you know what, sir, coach me. And
so many
before you know, they feel entitlement.
Yeah.
So because they help you to do one small thing. So he has not even giving me any money. He has not. They are feeling the people you are trying to help. It's an entitlement. You should be able to serve.
Hold the thoughts, sir. Let me just quickly share this. Now, viewers, I hope you are enjoying this session. This man is dropping powerful, loaded points here, and I don't want you to take it for granted. I know, you see, in fact, I've been dropping comments in the comment box, and they serve as my own notes. So I want you to also drop your comment if you're following. I can see a lot of people joining. I can see Honorable Talks, Akinton, a lot of people, Bishop Ezobele, a lot of people that I can see but cannot mention your name. Please, if you are enjoying this session, give us a like, show some love, and also drop a comment. Just drop a comment to encourage us. So you can hear what Mr. James is sharing with us. You need to get rid of this entitlement mentality if you want to be an entrepreneur. Right on, sir.
All right. So and that's true. That's true because I think everybody in our society right now seems to want to feel a sense of entitlement. I'm entitled to this. I'm entitled to this. You are not entitled to anything. What you're entitled to was the breath God gave to you. Even as at that, I don't think it's even an entitlement. It's just, which is why when I wake up every day, it's a constant for me. You know, there's a song that says, the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Do you know what that means? Every morning you wake up, God just recharge your card for the day. So they are new. He reloaded it. If you feel today is boring, try missing one. Then you know you would have crossed over.
Wow.
So once I wake up and I'm alive and I could turn around and I see the light of the day, I tell him, thank you. It's another day for me to now go on this pursuit to serve my world, to serve my generation with my passion and with the things you are bringing my way. Again, I refuse to barter incentive for a dough. For some of us, it is fear that is making you do that. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence. You know, if you are working here, 30 days they'll pay you. You see, again, what lies ahead of you is far bigger than what you are celebrating today. The thrill of fulfillment to the still calm of utopia. Guys, as we're bringing this to a wrap, let me say this. If you want to thrive as an entrepreneur, or you are beginning your journey, reach for the skies. Never be complacent of where you are. As a matter of fact, it's, in my view, the enemy of your future success is your current success. Because once people achieve a certain a milestone of their entrepreneurial journey, they become consultants. They now come into what we call management mode. They come into management mode.
You know what happened? There was a time this MMM was making wave in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I just saw that a lot of people changed their status to become fund managers. I just keep mute. There are so many things that are going on around us that you don't see me talk about. Not that I don't know a lot about them, but I will just keep mute because I'll just keep it just like Bitcoin now, cryptocurrency and stuff like that. You see, the angle in which I am seeing it from is different from what a lot of people are looking it from. And I used to tell them, people would just come and say, have you heard about cryptocurrency? Have you heard about this Bitcoin, about that coins? I just laugh. I say, what do you know about cryptocurrency? And they can't say. They will just tell you, oh, come, I am now this, I am that. I just say this to buttress your point, because we need, when you want to become an entrepreneur, you need to be very, very diligent with whatever you are doing. You have to be a hard worker. You also have to be a smart worker. And like Mr. Solomon said, you need to reach for the skies. You need to see, some of us have gone through a lot of things in the journey, in this entrepreneurial journey. But despite that, I made up my mind that, there was a time I got an offer to be on the board of director of a financial company. And the offer was so juicy that they said what they will give to me is like, an ED of a bank. Travel expenses for me, my wife, and my children anywhere in the world, all those stuffs and stuff like that. And I was like, and that was at the beginning of my ministry. I was to decide to go into ministry or get the job. And as I was planning to get the job, the offer was so juicy that the person said, if you can decide to come 3 times or 2 times in a week. My wife just told me something. She said, Taiwo, be careful. I know you. Before you know now, you'll be carried away. And God's work will now be. I just said, this makes sense. And that was how I dropped that offer. And within 2-3 years, the company went down.
Wow.
Yeah. So to buttress your point, a lot of people think, they think of security, not opportunity. So you are hitting it, bro. Right on. You are hitting it, bro. Right on, sir.
Also, so guys, what we are, you see, like when we began, we said we're not trying to hype anything. We're not trying to sugarcoat anything.
We are not selling anything here now.
We are not selling anything.
At the end of this webinar, we are not giving any. We are not selling any offer.
It's just for you to know the truth as you go through this journey, or you want to enter this jungle. Because what I have seen over the years is that we have many entrepreneurial supervisors than entrepreneurial laborers. We have many entrepreneurial supervisors. Listen, God does not reward supervisor; He rewards the laborer. It is the laborer that is worthy of his wages, not the supervisor. Because for some of us, like I said, once you achieve one small milestone, you just become complacent. You are not reaching out for more. Remember how hungry we were starting up. I remember those we will be waiting for, was it Mondays or Wednesdays when Success Digest magazine was coming out? Mondays. We are waiting for it.
Yes, sir.
I had heaps and heap and heap. We'll go and buy them, read them, follow everybody, Fisayo, follow Rich Kid. Yeah, Sani Akindikwe, man. And he's doing great. See, it's a journey. He keeps reaching, we keep stretching. All of nature grows upwards. The more we advance, the more our freedom. The more our freedom, the more our dignity. Understand that he that pays the piper will instruct the tune. Just like what Chaplain Taiwo was just saying right now, if he had taken that offer, trust me, it looks good, but there is a limit. There are certain things he wants to go here, you can't go. He wants to do this. I also had an offer from one of the financial sector institution years back also, when, as of that 2008, remember that crisis period, 2008, Lehman Brothers crisis and everything. And for those of us that who were, with our Forex and all those things like that, so it's like, okay, you know what, hey, come work for us, come do this. And I went there, it was on the island, and they need to make some money. And I said, okay, we can do this. He said, okay, but one thing you need to be resuming here. Your own is even better. They said you can be coming to. I told them, I said, I didn't tell you I was looking for a job. Interestingly, I can do this from home. So why must I be in the traffic? And guys, if you live in the city of Lagos, you know this period is crazy. If you try coming out, you will not understand what we're talking about here. It's madness. He that pays the piper instructs you. Every human soul yearns for freedom.
Absolutely.
A place of personal identity, a place of choice, a place where one's value cannot be mortgaged for thus says the master, or God say you must come today. A place of courage and conviction. Reach for the sky. Where are you right now? There is more to it. What have you achieved right now? There is more to it. Everything you are looking for, somebody has attained it. But it's given to you to stretch. Do you want to stretch? Entrepreneurship will stretch you, trust me.
Yeah.
The things we do today, we didn't read them in school.
Absolutely.
And like in the words of Jim Rohn, Jim Rohn will say, he said, formal education will make you a living, and personal education, self-education will make you a fortune. You will grow with it. We might grow in the village. That does not give us understanding of agriculture. But you see, you've got to study the process. You've got to understand certain things, the dynamics, how things are changing, the market, the trends, the places, and all those things. So you've got to come to a point where you are reaching out for more. When I talk to people, some people don't even know that I went to school because I don't talk about it. I don't even mention it. It's not in my portfolio. I don't mention it. But if there are some persons that are certificate conscious, so when we get there, we tell them, okay, we also went to school. Like Paul said, I know how to abase and I know how to also stay there. But when you meet somebody else who feels, you know what, I'm from the street, I've not gone to school, I say, congratulations, me too. I'm not using my certificate, so we are both on the street. Okay, let's roll with this. But keep reaching, keep driving, keep pursuing. Like I told you, grew up in a Jugule, school in Tolu School Complex and all those things. There are people today, when we tell them a little bit of where we are coming, they look at you. Cannot be true. You know what? Because we stretch beyond that level.
Someone is saying, well done, Pastor James. I never know that you are a pastor.
Okay.
But I can sense that in your presentation.
Well, thank you very much. I'm not just a pastor, I'm an ordained clergy.
Wow, glory
I'm an
be
ordained
to God.
clergy.
Glory
but you see, for me, it depends on what people understand. Everything we do is ministry. What we are doing here is ministry, is service. So for me, it is not, I tell people, ministry is not the pulpit on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Jesus did not die in the church. He died outside the church. So our impact is more outside the church, the marketplace, the people we are touching through the media like this. So our take is basically just reach out to me more. And let's go back to our entrepreneurial creed so that we can close up on this.
Okay.
He says, I will not trade my freedom for beneficence, nor my dignity for a handout. I will never cower before any earthly master nor bend to any trade. I think your story that you just shared related to this. To trade your freedom for beneficence, your dignity for a handout, and yet, couple of months later, the place is down. I will never cower before master nor bend to any trade. I will respect you. I will honor you. We are raised to give honor. We are raised to respect. But listen, we don't trade our dreams. Absolutely. We don't trade our pursuits.
Absolutely.
We don't. So guys, reach for the skies. And finally, be like God. Okay? So if you thought you are a pastor, yes, I'm a pastor. Chaplain is a pastor. So I mean, be like God. You can't, like I said, you can't take God away from the equation. Absolutely. We are made to be like God. We were designed to imitate him. It even says that as he is, so are we in this world. You know, I think it was last week I made a post or thereabout on Facebook. You are not ordinary, you are godinary.
Wow.
Divine chromosomes are resident in you. If he that raised Christ dwells in you, then you are no longer a commoner. Cowardice is not in our DNA. There is no advantage to reducing ourselves so that another does not feel small.
Wow.
I don't reduce my dream because you feel intimidated by it. We are sons of God. We are co-creators with him. The hands of the divine is extension.
Sorry? Okay. Wow, right.
When you go to bed, you can sleep fast without trying to confess all your sins. Having a conscience void of offense before God and before man. How are you representing the divine in your society?
Wow.
Entrepreneurship
Okay, so we are back. Wow. The network is funny. Wow. Let's see if I can still connect with Mr. James. All right, viewers, I want to appreciate you for joining. Thank you. Thank everyone. I think the network has been acting funny, but let's see if we can still reconnect with Mr. James tonight. Let's see. Oh, it's funny. The network is funny tonight. All right, Mr. James, hello, can we connect with you? Okay, let me see if we can still connect with Mr. James. However, let's see. Oh, we are sorry. Trying to reconnect with Mr. James. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Emeka Okeke. Appreciate you for joining. Also, let me appreciate all those that are connecting to this live broadcast with Taiwo Balogun and Solomon James. The session has been awesome, loaded, but along the line we lost the network, and I'm trying to see how to reconnect with Mr. James so that we can wrap up the session. Let's see. Let me see if I can reconnect with him. Reconnecting. The network is funny. Well, however, if we cannot reconnect with him tonight, I am sure we're going to have another session. And I believe we're going to have another session with Mr. James because we lost the network. and he couldn't connect right now. He couldn't connect. Wow, this is awesome. Okay, thank you. And if you have any question that you want Mr. James to attend to, please you can drop the comment on the comment box of this video, and by God's grace we'll be glad to attend to your question. Also, after this session I will be uploading the video on my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel is Taiwo Balogun Impact. So from that channel you can get to that channel right now and activate the bell button. Activate the subscribe button so that you will be notified whenever we are coming up with subsequent videos that will be of value to your life. So on this note, let me try once more if I can connect with Mr. James, but I don't know what is happening to my network or my PC. But let me try one more time. Please give me like 2 minutes. I should be back right now. I should be back connecting with Mr. James, or reconnecting with him. I am sorry, the network is funny tonight. But however, I appreciate those that are still joining, that are still watching. And I pray that God will continue to be with you in the name of Jesus. So you can hear from what Mr. James shared with us that oh, what is happening tonight? What is happening? Oh, okay. If we can't connect with him, let's see. Maybe we'll reconnect with him, host him some other time, because I don't know what is happening to this network tonight. But however, I appreciate you, appreciate your time, and everything that we've gathered tonight from tonight's class. I am sure that you are going to put them into practice. Yes, Mr. James, thank you. Yes, we are trying to reconnect, and let me see. Let's try one more. Let's see. Okay. Oh, what is happening? I don't know why. Oh, no. Why? The stuff is not coming up. Okay, let me see. This guy is not coming up. So, Mr. Solomon, I don't know what happened at my end. I think my computer is acting funny. Has been copied. I have the copied stuff, but it's not. I don't know why I can't paste it on. Like, I don't know why I can't paste it. So let me see if I can paste. Then if I cannot paste, then oh, I think there is a problem somewhere. So if I can't paste, then we'll see what we can do for next week to reconnect with Mr. James. So on this note, I want to appreciate everyone that tuned in, everyone that are still part of this program tonight. And I want you to know that from what Mr. James has shared with us tonight, I want you to have a rethink about your entrepreneurial life or journey, and then have the right mindset, because this journey is not going to be easy. That is just a fact. The entrepreneurial journey is not an easy journey, but it is a profitable journey if you can stay connected to your dreams. Like he said, I have a dream. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. And like I said, I will be coming up. We will host Mr. James sometimes next week by the grace of God. So on this note, permit me to end this show right now, and just do me a favor by appreciating Mr. Solomon James. Just keep on dropping the comment in the comment box to appreciate him. He has done a good job tonight. Mr. James, we appreciate you and pray for you that God will continue to strengthen you and bless you beyond your imaginations in the mighty name of Jesus. So till I come your way next time, I remain Taiwo Balogun. And you can also follow me on my Facebook page, Taiwo Balogun Impact. Also follow Mr. Solomon James on his Facebook timeline, Solomon James, and you will get connected with him. Also, get connected with us on all the social media platform, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on YouTube. My YouTube handle is Taiwo Balogun Impact. Go straight there. I have a lot of videos that will add value to your life. And I pray that God will continue to lift you beyond your imaginations in Jesus' name. So permit me to close tonight. And on that note, I say remain blessed. Bye bye.